The Nintendo Switch 2 rumors are actually happening more and more often, especially in Asia, and we actually got more information about the specs of the Nintendo Switch, as well as a lot of Switch titles that are actually out of print that could possibly already mean that the Nintendo Selects or Nintendo's Greatest Hits is on the way in the market. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to YinYangTK, everyone, and today we're going to be talking about two things. Number one, the Switch 2 spec rumors that are actually leaked from a reliable source, and then the second thing is emergence of a lot of Switch titles that are actually out of print, and it could possibly mean the Nintendo Select Nintendo Switch games are on the move. So the first thing is actually the specs. Leaked rumored, apparently, according to a Taiwanese economic forum, it says that it has 8 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, 120 hertz screen, and then also a greatly improved battery life. That's all that we got from the actual specs and from this Taiwanese economic forum. All I can tell you right now is that just from this rumor itself, it does seem plausible because it says that it was a leaked thing, but we have to take it to the grain of salt. How did the Taiwanese economic forum got this information? That's what we need to know. But if it is true, those are actually pretty good things, especially that the screen is actually going to be a lot more brighter and could be possibly a little more bigger than the actual Switch. Like, again, they did talk about this, that the Switch is going to be an evolution instead of a revolution. So the Switch 2 rumors are actually getting more and more just crazy as like every single day, and now this one that a lot of the Nintendo Switch games are actually getting out of print. So this is actually a story that came out, and it says that the Switch 2 rumors swirl as major Nintendo games go out of stock. Physical editions of several popular Switch games appear to be out of print right now, and its fans are wondering if Nintendo Select style repackaging of these titles might be imminent ahead of the rumored Switch successor. Nintendo, a Twitter account dedicated to highlighting sales and deals on Nintendo's games and products, started noting that some of the Nintendo first-party games are out of stock at multiple retailers. After Nintendo deals highlighted games like Paper Mario, The Origami King, to Metroid Dread, Discord user A Shadowlink was able to round up a list of affected games that appeared to no longer be available at stores like Amazon, Walmart, Target, GameStop, though each game's availability varies. So these are actually some of the titles that were listed of some of the games that are appearing that they're out of stock or out of print. Paper Mario, The Origami King, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze, The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, Pikmin 3 Deluxe, Metroid Dread, Kirby Star Allies, Xenoblade Chronicles 2, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, Fire Emblem 3 Houses, Fire Emblem Engage, Yoshi Craft World, WarioWare Get It Together, Nintendo Switch Sports, Super Mario Odyssey, Splatoon 2, Super Mario Maker 2, and Mario Strikers Battle League. So as you can see, these are some heavy hitters affected here, like Super Mario Odyssey. But the one that's very surprising is Fire Emblem Engage, which only launched just last year, to remember. Should you panic buy these games? Are they about to become collector's items due to the artificial scarcity scheme? As users on Reset Era and Nintendo's have pointed out, it may not be so dire, as Nintendo may be prepping to release these with new SKUs, possibly with branding that makes it clear that they're playable on both the Switch and the rumored successor. If you ever seen the Greatest Hits or Nintendo Selects banner on a game on that store, these are marketed differently in a retailer system and may even have completely different barcodes to scan at the register. As stores phase out the old copies, they'll often get pulled from the shelves. That is the case for online stores as well. While you probably don't need to panic about these games going away anytime soon, they might have some real ugly rebranding on them soon, so you want to get a better cover art. Be on the lookout for clean copies at your local game store of choice. So overall, it's telling you two things. Number one, that a lot of these games that were just mentioned are already getting out of print, and it's very hard to find them online stores, especially on Amazon or on Best Buy. Your best bet is to actually go on eBay to get them at an actually decent price, as long as it's fairly new as possible, like new, I would suggest. But they also said there is a possibility that these are going to be rebranded, so it's going to be the same game and everything. The only difference is it's going to have that Nintendo Select or Greatest Hit type of banner on their game, and if you care about that, you know, go with the original one, the OG games. But if you don't, this is actually a good possibility, because that means that all of those past games are actually going to have a big discount. But that also means from this that those games could possibly be ported their way to the Nintendo Switch 2, which actually is a good news right there. So what about you guys? What did you guys think about those two stories that are happening? What do you think about the specs on the Nintendo Switch 2? And also, what do you think of the possibility of the Nintendo Selects coming back to being branded on the Switch games? Write your comments below. And if you like the content of this video, please hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, hit the notification so you know when future videos are available. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoy the rest of this video. And again, stay awesome.